I know I've already talked about this. I don't typically join stamp rallies because in my area they are forced to be only free stamp rallies instead of paid ones. But I'm making an exception for aaaah Fest because I don't actually invest money in it that much. It's the official aaaah Fest rally, so they are providing the rewards on their own, so I don't have to worry about that. The only thing I had to provide was I have a custom stamp for the rally participants, and I designed it in a way that I could reuse them for anything. So that's not really an expense towards the rally directly. And the other expense was to make a cardboard cutout of a character of mine, and this I can also reuse at other conventions if I want to. So the stamp turned out cute according to this. Let's try it out. So cute! And I love that it represents most of my themes, which are frogs, space, and ghost. So I could really use it for other purposes. It was my first time ordering a stamp through Vistaprint, so I'm quite happy with the quality. The previous stamp I had made was with no issue, but they are quite expensive. So I'm glad I found a less expensive option. So now I'm just waiting on my cardboard cutout. I think it should arrive in the next 2 weeks, so yeah, I'll check in when I receive that. Hello, it's currently 6:30 a.m. and we woke up at 6 a.m. to be ready to leave on time at 7. So that's the plan, and we can start setting up at 8. I already filled up the car last night, so I didn't have to worry about this morning. And we're on track so far. So we'll be at setup at 8 and it opens to the public at 10:30, so I should have enough time, I think. I'm so sad to leave her alone today with her cone of shame, but at least I'll be back not too late in the night since the con ends at 5. Hello, it's Editing Fred. This video started a little bit abruptly, so there's not a lot of context. I'm sorry about that. But while I'm setting up, I'm gonna just give you a little bit of context of where we are and what we're doing. So that weekend I was at aaaah Fest in Montreal. It's a 2-day convention that happens in November, and it's their second year. Since I'm editing this footage way late, I now know that aaaah Fest will no longer be happening, so that was the second and last time aaaah Fest was happening, unfortunately. So that's the last aaaah Fest memories. Enjoy the vlog!
Ooh, Fest Day 1 is done! Yay!
I'm super early this morning. I'm here at 9 on the dot almost, and it opens only at 10:30. But it's just the way our schedule worked together because my boyfriend has to work at his day job today, so he couldn't be with me all day, and he had to drop me off early. So I'm quite early for a Sunday, but I'll have time to put the display back together and hopefully do a run around everything. And I also brought my iPad to work on finishing one of the sticker sheets that I really need to finish like today to send it off tomorrow. If I look like I'm struggling, I'm just trying to put on my shoes. So as you can see, it's a bit dark in this venue, and I need to put lights there. I have 2 lights to put there and 2 lights to put there.
Do you book outside or Calgary?
I did Calgary and Toronto. Yeah,
Like,
it's a lot more expensive to go. Yeah, yeah. So it's like, oh, hi. Yes. Like, qu'est-ce alors? Est-ce que tu voulais avoir un reçu? Pas besoin? Voilà. Merci. Bonne journée.
I got this from Artist Alley.
Oh, really? Thank you. This one is 12. So this one is 12 and this one is 10 and this one is also 10. Yeah. So yes. So it's gonna be $12.
I only have a cash.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah. So here's your change. And your keychain. Thank you. You too. It's currently 2:30 p.m. and it picked up so much compared to yesterday. So Sunday is a much better day than Saturday for me this year. It's the opposite of last year. So I'm not sure if I'll reach the same amount at this point, but we're gonna be close, I think. My friend brought me these cookies that I've been looking for, so I've been snacking on this and cauliflower and cheese puffs that a friend gave me. So don't do this pack more food than me, but I went very low cost today. Hey, so now that the vlog is done, I'm here to recap the convention. So as I already told you, unfortunately this was the last time this event was happening, but I figured I would still do my recap because it can be interesting to look back on still. So for me, aaaah Fest 2025 was a bit slower than the previous year. My expenses for the event were the table fee, which was $175.39, and I think I probably paid for parking. Yeah, I paid 2 days for parking, so it was $22 total. And that's pretty much it for my expenses since I'm from Montreal and aaaah Fest is also in Montreal. It's hosted in a college, actually the college I went to in graphic design, so it's been nice to go back these 2 years to where I graduated. It brings the total to around $200. As I mentioned in the video, this year I was participating in the official stamp rally, and usually I don't participate in stamp rallies because it's just money that I need to invest into something that's free for the attendees, because in Quebec almost all rallies need to be free, and that just hasn't really worked for me in the past, so I try to not participate in rallies because of that. But for this one it was a bit different because I didn't need to contribute a prize, so my involvement was only creating a stamp that I can reuse and also a standee that you can actually see a little bit here. So I can reuse both of those things technically, so I didn't consider it an expense for the rally. At the con, I wouldn't say the rally really helped my sales because most people just wanted the stamp and left my booth without really looking, and especially at the start of the day there was just like a line of people waiting for the stamp. It really didn't improve my experiences of rallies, it's just the same, people want a free thing. So I'm glad I didn't need to provide a price for it because it certainly did not bring me any sales. Once again, I was in the first row of Artist Alley, so I was one of the first tables with the stamp. Maybe that's why people were so intense about it. Maybe people in the back had less people at the same time. But for me, it was overwhelming a little bit at the start. I don't know if it actually hindered my sales because if I compare the Saturday of 2024 versus 2025, there's quite a drop. So I don't know if it's just overall that way or because the stamp rally people scared the shopping people away. I don't know. There's many things that could have influenced this. But yeah, for Saturday, I didn't reach $500. I didn't even reach $400 for Saturday, so I was a little bit disappointed. And for Sunday, things picked up a bit. I made almost $500, which is an increase compared to last year's Sunday. So I was pretty pleased about the last day, at least. But in total, it didn't really reach my expectations. But it would have still been good enough to try again for next year because since I'm local, there's not a lot of expenses. But since I'm editing this so late, I now know, as I said before, that aaaah Fest will not be happening in 2026 and probably not future years as well. I won't be able to compare its growth anymore, but one thing I'm interested in seeing is if it impacts my sales at Montreal Mini Comic Con, because both of these events are really close. I've been wondering these past 2 years if aaaah Fest and Montreal Mini Comic Con were maybe like too close and I'm basically paying rent for both events, but my sales are split because a lot of people were attending both, so they will not shop from me at both. So maybe it makes sense to only have one of these events so close together. Since they attract the same kind of customers and both events are free, maybe if aaaah Fest was at a different time of the year, it wouldn't impact my Montreal Mini Comic Con sales. But then again, it's all just me guessing. There's no way of really knowing, but I'm excited to see this year how it turns out. The organizers were great.
And I really like that we knew our application status really far in advance in the year, so we can actually plan merch for this. And yeah, I really liked it. I hope it would still be alive, but I'll keep it in my happy memories. So I hope you enjoyed the vlog. My next one will be the Montreal Mini Comic Con 2025, and then I'll be starting editing content from 2026. Oh my god, I'm so late, I'm sorry. I really like when people come at cons or events and tell me that they watch my videos, because it's a lot of work. I love to do it, but it's also like I feel like such a small fish in the YouTube sea. So when people come up to me and say that they watch my videos and that they help them, it makes me really happy, and it makes all of the hard work worth it. So thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye.